lot of conversations happening behind closed doors. And a new Ipsos poll finds roughly a third of Democrats believe that the president should drop out. The same research asked voters who they would like to see in his place, and the only name that beat former President Trump in a hypothetical head-to-head, Michelle Obama, the former First Lady, with an 11-point lead against Donald Trump. Peter Slevin joins us now. He writes for The New Yorker and is a biographer and author of Michelle Obama, A Life. Thank you for joining us. Despite the fact that many Americans would like to see Michelle Obama in the ticket, how unlikely is that ever to happen?
It is as unlikely, Marni, as it could possibly be. She has said over and over and over again, this is not her world. She's not going to do it. In 2016, she said, no, nope, not going to happen.
However, we find ourselves in a pretty interesting place, right, where the Democratic Party is in a lot of turmoil right now. There is panic among top Democratic leaders about the president's debate performance. He is constantly going back and forth with them saying, I'm not going to step down. Might the conversation be different given what's at hand?
Well, I think he, as everyone has said, has got a decision to make about what, in fact, he is going to do. And you can hear, reading between the lines, I think you can see an awful lot of Democrats nudging him politely to get out, and some, of course, are being more direct.
So might there, given your research and background with the former First Lady, might there be people in her circle nudging her, hey, look, we're in some trouble here, we need saving?
I think people who know Michelle Obama don't do a lot of nudging. She's not nudgeable on this particular issue. She's been crystal clear from the beginning, and from the beginning, I mean 30 years, in saying that politics is not her world. It is not a world she appreciates. It's not where she wants to be. She didn't even think politics was a very good place for Barack to be. Back in 1996, she said she didn't think it was appropriate when he was running for the state Senate. She said, you know, Barack, it's not noble. It's messy.
It definitely is that. What do you think may motivate her, though, to use her influence over this particular situation, if at all, or is she best in her mind to stay out of it?
I think in her mind, she wants to have Democrats win, and she dislikes, I think is to put it politely, Donald Trump. She said back in 2016, in some of the most forceful speaking of her presidency, or of her time in the White House with Barack, that he was not up to the job. He was mean. Remember, Marni, Donald Trump was the one who pushed the lie that Barack Obama wasn't born in America. She has a long memory. She said he wasn't up to the job. She said, look, this is not about politics. This is about right and wrong. So I think she will be doing some things in the fall to advance the Democrats.
The polling is pretty interesting on her favorability, somewhere around 10% more than Biden or Trump. So people clearly like her. What is it about her likability that draws people, Republicans and Democrats, towards her?
While covering her and writing the book, the word I heard over and over again was authenticity. She comes across as true to herself, comfortable in her own skin. People believe she's honest, she's straightforward, she's direct. And I think part of her popularity stems from the fact that she's managed to stay out of politics. She's kept to her issues, which are formidable, but she's definitely stayed away from the rough and tumble of politics.
And one of the things I know that you have experienced, Peter, is access to her, right? Especially during her time in the White House. Has that remained true in her post-White House life?
Michelle Obama chooses her moments, when to go public, how to go public, the people, the places where she appears and where she grants interviews. She protects her brand. And I think that's another reason that she doesn't want to open herself up to the very messy and very public world of politics.
Is she someone, final question here, that the current president, Joe Biden, and her husband, Barack Obama, would listen to on this matter? Would they have his ear, or vice versa?
I think people know that when they go to Michelle Obama for an opinion, she will happily offer it.
Peter Slevin, thanks for the insight this morning. It's been interesting.
Glad to be here. Thanks, Marni.
All right. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.